Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Chassidus in the morning. 15 minutes to change our lives. Kuntres we're Maamer Yud Aleph, starting Parak base. Before we start, we'll give some tzedakah, Gedula tzedakah, Shemekah Zagula. And this whole series, of course, is in honor of all the soldiers and the Yidden Eretz Yisroel, and especially the hostages. The Mitzvah Hashem should all be good, healthy, and safe. And today we're going to focus on Kareen Bas Osnas Issa. That the Mitzvah Hashem should be healthy, safe, Begashis Baruchnius, and also for Yosef Yitzchak and Simcha, also should be healthy and safe. Okay, let's get into it. So in Parak Beis, so basically we're saying in Parak Aleph, we're talking about letters, and different size letters represent, meaning not the actual size of letter, like in contrast for Yud to a Lamed, but saying in the Yud itself or in the Lamed itself, there's it written bigger, larger, medium, and small. And that's sort of showing different revelations of this letter, of this manifestation. Speaking letters are revelation. Well, that's what we're talking about. And when a person davens and a person speaks loudly, so we questioned it a little bit, but we explained, and ultimately what's happening, it's coming from a deep place within them. And that arouses the person to tshuva and also doesn't affect, and we said, but if you're going to be loud when you're davening, it could be disturbing to other people. So we're saying if you're davening because it's coming from the inner place within you, and like your davening is very sincere, so not only will it not affect other people, but it will cause them to also become more sincere in their davening. And I hope everyone has been privy to see such a thing. I remember back in the day when I was in yeshiva, you'd see this a lot. That sometimes people would be like learning, and their chair would be like rickety or something and make noise, but they were into their learning. So that's a little different, but it would disturb. But what it gave me the sense, at least, when I saw that guy was really into it. Because the person that was shaking the chair, that was making noise, he didn't hear it because he was into his learning. And it made me realize that I should be into more of my learning instead of being able to hear his rickety things. Anyway, Parak Beis. Now we're going to discuss more about this voice and what's going on. And what it's achieving. Atam vasiba sadavar mashal yedei hatzaka b'kol gadol me'orim es b'chinas v'nimius v'atzmos ein sof baruch hu. So that the reason why through calling out reaches Hashem's inner essence of the infinite light. Meaning, why is it they have to call out? Because seemingly this idea doesn't really make much sense. By Hashem, everything is equal. What's the difference whether you do it loudly or softly? And also, what's the difference? How loudly you do it isn't the main thing. The davening, meaning it seems a little bit superficial for Hashem that we're coming to say to Hashem that what we're learning. It seems like we're implying that hey, Hashem hears it when I speak loudly. So we sort of had the question before, but now we have more information, and the question comes back. Ultimately, we said it's because it's revealing more of like what's coming from within inside of us. But what we're asking is saying, okay, it's true, but in the end of the day, He's Hashem, and it should be irrelevant, like how loudly we daven, and even more. It's not like we're focusing on the loudness versus the davening. The davening is the main thing. So what's going on over here? So the answer is like this. It itself is the proof. That's a very famous, like meaning, like we don't. It's not what to find a different answer. This itself is the answer, and he explains. Because it's true, the main thing is davening. And what is davening? The whole idea of davening is unity and connection. What's ultimately davening is the connection of my neshama with Hashem. That is the essence of davening. And as you see here, we're adding more information to what we had before, and that's what we're showing. Being that the whole purpose of davening is about connecting to Hashem. Say hine mitam zer atzmoi, because of this reason itself, that the whole purpose of davening is connecting to Hashem. Tarich aliyos tefilase bekel gadol, and that's specifically why it has to be with a loud, like being loud, when we're trying to really connect. Because why does it have to be so loud? Because the Zemira al hiserus levavoi biskashrusei lashem be'emes. Because the loudness is not just, some people, they don't like, they miss the point. I thought that you have to just daven loudly. The point is, when you're davening, because your davening is being that you're trying to connect to Hashem, so automatically it becomes loud, because it's arousing your heart to connect to Hashem. And when that happens, automatically it gets louder. It's like the story in Chalm, that they had a drought and they didn't know what to do. So one of the chachams from Chalm, he said, take the cat and put it by the fireplace, like the whatever it's called. So they said, what's that connected with water? How's that going to bring rain? So he said, because every time it rains, the cat goes close to that fire to stay warm. So put the cat over there and it'll start to rain. It doesn't work that way. I thought that we should start davening loudly and magically everything's gonna work. Which there is something to that, but the point he's trying to say is that the loudness of what we're talking about here is an outcome of the type of davening. The type of davening is a davening of connection. We're trying to connect our neshama with Hashem, and automatically it gets louder. It's not that Hashem can't hear us if it's not loud enough. It's that the loudness is coming from deep within us, and that's just showing that connection that we have. The emes hu ma shemischilasei ad seifoi hu bekav echad shaver yashar. Emes is really one straight line, meaning it's emes. It's honest. It's straight. It doesn't veer off. It's not one answer for this person, one answer for that person. It's emes. So the hine call his galus. Every revelation is revealing only part of what was concealed. It was something that was concealed. It was deep within someone, and it gets revealed. That's Gilui. Va'inyan ha'emes huma shehapnimius hanelemes mizgala b'chol muhusei. So the revelation in general is revealing something that is concealed. The emes is revealing it, the thing itself. In all of its essence. Meaning revealing the essence as it is, from hidden to concealed. It's the same thing. Not only when you reveal, it descends, it transforms, it doesn't look the same. But he's saying emes is something that it's the same. What you're seeing from before and after, what it was hidden to what is revealed is the same thing. And being that when you're davening and you're calling out from the depth of your heart, and that's being revealed, that's why it's coming loudly. I think what he's trying to show you with this emes, that because you're revealing what's deep within you, so then it's the same thing, and then it comes out in such a way that it becomes loud. Yeah, and essentially, so we're answering the question: why does it have to be so loud? Why is it davening get loud when a person's into it? It's because the whole purpose of davening is to be connected to Hashem, and when you're truly trying to connect to Hashem, you really connect to it. So automatically, it causes your davening to become louder. Not that you're becoming davening loud, so you're gonna magically have the connection. But it's more that it's revealing the connection you have, and that's coming out. That's what we're saying. And we can look at it within ourselves. When we daven, how does our davening look? Maybe on Shabbos we have more time. But like when we're davening, is it getting louder, or is it quiet? We're just running through it. And am I trying to connect to Hashem when I'm davening? And if I try to connect to Hashem, and I start to think about the words and how do I connect myself to Hashem and do it that way, maybe I'll notice that my davening starts to get louder. Yeah, interesting. is b'zayar. So it says in the Zayar, v'ruach icy ruach v'amshich ruach. A spirit will arouse a spirit and will draw another spirit, which means that through our davening, because remember, the davening is about the connection, that through our efforts in our davening and coming louder because we're really connecting, that will reciprocate Hashem's connection to us. Because this is his whole inner being. Therefore, because the inner being of us is being revealed, like we said before, and that's why we're speaking louder when we daven, because we're trying to connect to Hashem. Our inner essence is trying to come out in an amistic way, so it's the real thing. So that's causing that the pneumius in the essence of Hashem, of the Ein Sof, is also being revealed. V'hainu till hiyos the neshamas Yisrael shar sham b'vchinas pneumius dafka, because our neshama is sourced in the inner levels of Hashem. We're able to reveal that inner depth of our heart. And because it's emes, it can be revealed the way it is within its source. So we're able to reveal our neshama out here the way it is in its source. Because of this, we are able to arouse also within Hashem this level, meaning we can reveal our inner desire, inner depth, inner core, inner truth. And when we can reveal that, that also means we can reveal Hashem's. Hainu lekabel hashpa mipnus hamakif, to receive Hashem's inner desire to give, to receive that. Avam b'chinas chitzenius hamakif, but from the external makif, which is what like Klippos Yitrach receive, einam yecholim, like we can't receive that. Mipnei she'einam shayachim b'chinas chitzenius, we're not shaykh to this. And like we said before, with the marshal of the parent and the child, our relationship with Hashem is such that it can't be superficial. It's not able to be superficial. But davka akum, by the person that is an idol worshiper, they can receive from this chitzenius way. Because their whole way of getting is all totally superficial. The chitzenius davka. Ava Yisrael, Ikaram, Visharshim, a being, we have this inner relationship with Hashem that we can daven and we can connect and reveal that inner neshama that we have and that inner level, the depth of our heart, and can reveal the depth of Hashem's heart. So it's not possible to suddenly become very superficial. And from there they receive their hashpah. And they don't receive from chitzenius. Therefore, because of that, because our relationship is so deep, therefore when we sin, we receive punishments. In galus, we're subjugated. Until we return back to Hashem, and we'll cry from the inner depth of us. We can deliver from the depths of our heart. So then Hashem's abundant mercy from his inner makif. And again, like we said before, when you can have a relationship with Hashem that's so real, you can't stand a superficial relationship. And so too with our friends. A simple example, our friends or our spouses. When you have a real relationship with someone, or you can, so then the superficial relationship doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I was like, oh, but you have a relationship with that person that is seemingly very superficial, and it is, but that's not a real relationship. And the relationship that I have with you is deep, and therefore what you do makes a big difference. And then I can't. It's harder to forgive. A person you don't really know, you don't really care about, and says something to you. Okay, whatever. But for someone that's in a real relationship, then everything you do makes a very difference. And that's sort of the point. And this is sort of what we're showing. We have a real deep relationship with Hashem. And therefore, it can't be superficial. It can't be a superficial relationship. And so too with a spouse or a good friend. You can't have a superficial relationship with a good friend. And if you do, that's a big issue. But This is what we're saying here. And being that we don't have that superficial relationship, we can't fool ourselves into thinking we can, but we do. This is the reality, and we say, "Oh, whatever, I can do Averis, and Hashem will still take care of me." But the reality is that's not how it works. And we're not talking about you overcoming the Yetzer Hara. We're talking about but that for sure we have to work on that. But we're talking about even the thought process that we have. That if it's something against Hashem wants, we have to learn to tell ourselves we shouldn't do this. This is not good. And especially like we're talking about Tanya these days, about being a Beinoni. We say, so I can't do this. This is against my relationship with Hashem. Hashem, we have a deep relationship. The mitzvah Hashem, by all of us, we should appreciate the relationship we have with Hashem. We should recognize it, and we should do everything we can to strengthen it. And mitzvah Hashem should be good by all Yidden. Have an amazing day.